Portal shouldn't have one of the best villains in video game history. It's short, it's quiet, it's literally just you, a portal gun, and a bunch of grey test chambers. And yet somehow, GLaDOS, the passive-aggressive robot voice guiding you through the game, has become more memorable than characters and stories 100 times bigger and louder. But why? Because Portal solves one of gaming's biggest storytelling problems in a way that's so simple, so elegant, and so clever that most players don't even notice it's happening. Today I want to break down how and why Portal 1 develops its villain better than most games even try to, by turning a narrative limitation into a narrative strength. Video games are an incredible storytelling medium. They are amazing at developing empathy between the player and the character, and at world building, as you can take your time and read the writing on the wall.
Yeah, you're a bad girl, aren't you?
But they have a significant weakness. They're locked to the player's perspective. You see what the player sees, you hear what the player hears, you know what the player knows. That's great for immersion, but it creates a huge problem. It's really hard to develop a villain when you can't cut away to show what they're doing or planning. In movies, you can switch to the villain's lair. In books, you can jump into the villain's thoughts. But in games, unless the developers shove in awkward cutscenes, the villain often disappears for hours at a time. The only time the villain gets screen time is when they share scenes with the hero, which can be fun and engaging to see their interactions, but can leave out hidden details and nuances about the villain. From the top of my head, the only game where constantly switching perspectives was common and an in-game mechanic was GTA 5, which had 3 playable protagonists. The result is that antagonists in games frequently feel thin, underdeveloped, or tacked on, more like obstacles than actual characters.
They are such babies. I am going to leave them in there until they can appreciate what it's like to have freedom.
But Portal does something different. Instead of hiding the villain behind cutscenes, the game puts the villain directly in your ear from the very beginning. GLaDOS is with you for every step of the test. She narrates every room, every hazard, every accidental death trap the facility throws at you. There is no separation between gameplay and villain. You learn who she is, not by watching cutscenes, but by playing the game. Her personality is revealed through her commentary during puzzles, her strange passive-aggressive encouragement, her dry, unsettling humor, and her complete failure to recognize or even care about the danger. One of the most defining things about GLaDOS is her tone, this apathetic, emotionless, clinical monotone. It creates a fascinating contrast. You're dodging turrets, you're jumping over toxic sludge, you're narrowly avoiding crushing platforms, and GLaDOS? She's calmly telling you that this is all perfectly normal.
As part of a required test protocol, our previous statement suggesting that we would not monitor this chamber was an outright fabrication. Good job. As part of a required test protocol, we will stop enhancing the truth in 3. While safety is one of many Enrichment Center goals, the Aperture Science high-energy pellet seen to the left of the chamber can and has caused permanent disabilities such as vaporization. That we have added a consequence for failure. Any contact with the chamber floor will result in an unsatisfactory mark on your official testing record, followed by death. Good luck.
Like you're not even a person, you're just another anonymous test subject running through her script. This apathy is what builds her character. Her disregard for you makes her so interesting and intriguing. Where most antagonists shout, threaten, or monologue, GLaDOS undermines the tension by sounding bored. She's not even trying to intimidate you, she's not even trying to scare you. She's treating deadly hazards like routine equipment checks, as if it's a perfectly normal day.
Please note that any appearance of danger is merely a device to enhance your testing experience. The Enrichment Center promises to always provide a safe testing environment. In dangerous testing environments, the Enrichment Center promises to always provide useful advice. For instance, the floor here will kill you. Try to avoid it. The device has been modified so that it can now manufacture 2 linked portals at once. As part of an optional test protocol, we are pleased to present an amusing fact. The device is now more valuable than the organs and combined incomes of everyone in.
Subject hometown, here.
That's what makes her unnerving, that's what makes her funny, and that's what makes her feel alive, as if she has a personality and worldview completely separate from yours. Her worldview is that she has no worldview. It's all sterile and binary. You either pass or fail, without a care in the world if you live or die. Portal's biggest achievement is that GLaDOS' character isn't delivered to you, it unfolds around you. Every test chamber gives you a new puzzle to solve and a new piece of GLaDOS' personality. This is what games are supposed to do, use interactivity to build narrative. By the time the cake is a lie or the betrayal at the incinerator or the final fight rolls around, you already know who GLaDOS is. You've heard her, you lived with her, you've been manipulated by her for the entire runtime. You did her bidding without any rhyme or reason. The game screams at you that GLaDOS isn't someone you want as a friend. I'd rather have Bender as a friend, as at least he's honest. The twist works not because of a cutscene, but because the game has slowly, quietly built a relationship between you and its antagonist. When people remember GLaDOS, they don't know some flashy cinematic or big speech. They remember the feeling of being guided by someone who doesn't care if you live or die, but insists she's helping you anyway. She stands out because she's present, she's consistent, she's integrated into the gameplay, and she's developed entirely through interaction. In a medium where villains often appear only at the start and end of the story, Portal does something radical. It makes the villain the story, and that's why GLaDOS works. That's why she's iconic, and that's why Portal remains one of the smartest examples of character writing in games. Portal didn't just give us a great puzzle game, it gave us a masterclass in how to write a villain inside a player's experience instead of outside of it. This is Zach, not Zach, signing off. Please remember to like, favorite, and subscribe. And just remember, the cake is still a lie.